So you can start.
I can start? Okay. One minute.
Introduce yourself and then start this.
Okay. Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to this wonderful session. Know Thyself. I am Anil Bhalotia, and I am a student of Dr. Brahmashri Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi. I have also been in contact with Brahmashri Pitama Patriji. I had been to Pyramid Valley few times, and there also I had interaction with him in Bombay. I am from Bombay, and I spent a lot of time with QLU. My spiritual journey began about from my childhood initially when I was about 5 or 6 year old, and I used to sing bhajans at my home. And thereafter, 25 years back, I took initiation from the great ascended master Paramhansa Swami Niranjananand Saraswati from Bihari School of Yoga, where I took initiation into Mantra Diksha and Jigyasu Seeker. And then when I came into contact with Dr. Newton about 10 years back, this process got accelerated. So I've been into corporate life almost 40, 42 years. But just 2 years back, I quit my work because I had a higher purpose to follow. And the last, since lockdown began, I've been taking sessions on soul science and spiritual science on Zoom every Sunday. And I'm taking Swadhyay sessions also, where we decode the books by the great masters, and we try to understand and imbibe that in our practical life. So, this is my short introduction. And I wish to thank Vani and all the organizers for inviting me to this wonderful Sajjan Sangatya. I'm also deeply grateful to Brahmashri Pitama Patriji because he has been the guiding force for all of us, showing the light to all of us and to the entire humanity. His guidance has been a most inspiring for generations to come and for the entire humanity. So it is the guiding force for all of us to know who we are. And this is what has brought changes in our life. As well, since we are changing, people around us in society, in the family, they've also started changing. My wife also, once I started following the path, she also started following it. So she's also a student of Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi. She also conduct meditation classes and spiritual science classes every Wednesday. So this is our journey, and I think we are all our seekers. We are all learning. I mean, I believe that we are all in the same boat. We all are trying to find our own light. So today I am here today to share with you what I've learned from our masters and that wisdom I want to share. And then we'll do a small meditation. Thank you. Thank you, Bani. So, friends, today's journey is about discovering ourselves. That is a journey. We all know that what we are physically, but we need to know that what is our real self, who we actually are. Intellectually, we read a lot of things, but it is very important for us to deep dive internally, introspect, and to discover. about our real identity. And that once we discover it, under the guidance of our master, we meditate, we need to live that identity in our daily life. We need to implement it in our daily life with all our energy. Friends, we are nothing but we are spiritual being. This is the fundamental science. This is a fundamental, this is the higher truth. We are nothing but spiritual being who have come to this world for having human experience. And most of you may be knowing this by now, since you are all doing meditation every day. So this realization must have come to a lot of you. But the hardest part is how to live life spiritually. I mean, in meditation and all, we may do that, but how to live it spiritually, this is what we need to
Anil sir, sorry to interrupt you. Your voice has become low.
voice is low. Okay, hold on. Is it okay now? Is it okay now?
You just remove the headphones and you can speak, I think. You can remove the pin. आप पिन नहीं, इसका पहले ठीक था, अभी
No,
लो
no,
हो गया
now,
वॉइस.
is it okay now?
No, no.
No?
Yeah, it's very low.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
How is it now?
It's low, sir.
Low. Oh. Give me your earphone, na? Earphone.
You can just remove the wires. The voice will be coming fine.
From the laptop, you mean?
Yeah.
Hold
You
on,
can just
hold
remove
on.
the headphones and you can speak.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is okay?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So where I was, yeah. So we are spiritual being coming to this world for having human experience. And most of you know by this now. That's why what happens, how this happens to us. Once we are born, we forget about our real true self, our real nature, about who we are. And we forget about our purpose also, because that is exactly the journey is about for the soul. Our entire journey of many lives, which we have been living, we have come through many lives, cycle of life and death, to find this true self. That's why we keep coming to this world, to discover our true self. It is a journey of remembrance of what we have forgotten. That we are a spiritual being, we are divine, we are soul. This is what we have forgotten when we take physical body. So our this journey is that only. And once we are able to understand that, we are able to live that, then we are able to break the cycle of life and death. So we are not this body. That is the first thing. We are the soul. We are the soul with a body and not a body with the soul. This we have to remember. Because once we remember this, then our entire perspective about the world changes, about things around us changes. Friends, our journey of existence, our life in real sense, is to find the light within. That is our entire journey is all about, to find the light within. That divine light, which we are never able to assess or feel, because we always feel that we are keeping our focus on our outer reality. We live, most of our life, we live the outer reality. We never go and deep dive inside. So, in a true sense, there is nothing which defines us what we perceive from outer world. The outer world will not define us. Outer world is illusionary. So, our definition of outer world is not our own definition. We always have kept our focus on outer reality, and that is why there is nothing which defines us what we perceive from the outer world. Anything which is perceived from the outer world or felt or we see is more of an illusion. Why? Because it never completes us. We are never whole. Once we live with outer reality, we are never whole. Some lack is always there, some void is always there. Somewhere we always feel a lack, that something is missing in our life. So our life is supposed to be lived with joy, love, wisdom, and strength. But in reality, what happens? In reality, we live without these and we only exist. So most of us initially, before we have the awakening inside us, we only carry survival instinct. We never question our existence. Our Upanishad and Vedas have mentioned that we are multi-dimensional being. We, despite all we have, we are not complete being. We are not complete being. We are not whole because we have not discovered who we are. That's why the lack and void always exist. So we need to realize that we are eternal, non-physical being who have chosen to face the illusions, who have chosen as a soul to face the illusions, to discover the true self. We have chosen suffering to know about our real nature of oneness. This is what we have chosen when we have come to the physical world. So, friends, knowing thyself, the real self, is a discovery process. It is not something which happens overnight. It is a discovery process. It takes time. Many takes many lives, but then once we are on this path, once we have the intention, then we can reach our objective. When we start feeling all these things, that who am I, why I have come to this world, what is the meaning of life, so what I just mentioned just now, that is the process of awakening. That is the spark of light which is entering us and triggering inside us that quest to know who we really are. Knowing thyself as what? So what is we need to know? Not the outer reality. So what is outer reality? Like the role we play, mother, father, son, daughter, husband, all roles we play. Our body, mind, emotions, five senses, feelings, personality. All these are our outer reality. These are all our outer layers, which covers our true identity. So we need to penetrate beyond these layers. Only then we will discover who we really are. So this outer reality, friends, is nothing but a false identity, and it is a lesser truth. We as a soul, we need to know the higher truth. What exactly is the higher truth? So this is a lesser truth. So we need to move from this. We cannot stick to this. But when we go deeper inside, we discover our inner self, our true identity, and the higher truth we discover. And what is that? What is that? That it is not intellectual. We have to feel it, that we are infinite, we are eternal, we are invisible, we are formless, we are limitless, and that is our spiritual self. And this is the higher truth. So we need to transit from the lesser truth to the higher truth and be there. We have to be there. We have to live that reality. Our beliefs, conditioning, they all limits us. So we need to move out of these limiting beliefs, limit, and which anything which is limiting us, we need to get out of that. And how do we do that? Our existence is limited. It blocks us from reaching our inner self. All these things blocks us. So we need to remove these blocks and move inside. So when we disidentify, so how do we do that? We need to disidentify with this limited self. which is covered by all these layers. And once we start disidentifying, we begin knowing our real self. And this is the wisdom. We start knowing our real self, our situations around us start changing, people around us changing, our behavior goes through a change, we become a new personality. And this is the wisdom, friend. And once we know about ourselves, we can know about this creation also. Because journey always begins with self, with us. If we know ourselves very well, we can know everything around us. So this is the science. And we can know about the creation and everything which exists in this creation. We start loving each and every created created being on this planet, in this universe. Then we start forming a connection. We can know about everyone because same self is residing in each and every one. You can define all your outer self. Remember, you can always define everything which exists in the outer reality. But your inner self can't be defined. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's an experience which you get. And what we are now, what is that inner self? We are that awareness, that consciousness which is the part of that super consciousness, which is watching and witness to everything. This consciousness, this awareness is experiencing everything, what the body is going through, what the emotions are going through. Everything is experienced by this consciousness, this awareness. This body is the resistance of this consciousness. It is it is the residence. This is where the consciousness is there. Through this only, the soul is experiencing everything in this world. Only once we leave this world, our outer identities are discarded. We dissolve the outer identity. But our innermost always remains. Why? Because it's eternal, it is formless, it is infinite. So we need to know that know thyself as a soul. Know thyself as a soul. That is the first sutra. Once we have disidentified with outer realities, we know that we are soul. We are able to reach that light. We are able to reach that formless state which happens in meditation. Then we are out of the linear time. We are beyond time and space. We are whole and we are complete. It is called Atma Jnana. This is called Atma Jnana, knowing about the self, knowing that you are a soul. So this is knowing yourself as a soul. Then know thyself as a multi-dimensional being. So friends, we all came from higher multi-dimensional reality. That's a different dimension altogether. But since we focus too much on the physical reality once we come to this world, what happens to us, as I mentioned earlier, we forget everything about multidimensionality. We forget about every oneness, we forget about that. And we live that outer reality. We forget about our true identity. And what is that? That is astral dimension, causal dimension, and super causal dimension. These are dimensions where we existed before we came to this world. That we are beyond Panchabhuta. We are beyond Panchabhuta, five senses, and we are beyond Manas, Chit, and Ankara. This is what our multidimensionality. We forget all this. That we are beyond all this. We are already friends what we are seeking. We are seeking the divinity, but we are already divine. We are seeking the God, but we are already God. We are the fragment as a soul. We are embodiment of the love, joy, and peace. Because we are the sparks of the divine, and that is the nature of the divine. It is consist of Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. And we are the fragment of that whole, that collective, and we are the expression of the divinity, of that divine which is infinite. So I am all the self. I am all the self. This is what Bhagavad Gita Lord Krishna said, and this is what the higher truth is. And once we know our real nature, we have this knowing that we are all gods. This this knowing comes to us once we drop all the layers, once we dissolve all the outer layers, then this knowing starts dwelling upon us that we are all gods. And we have forgotten this. Till then, we have forgotten this. So, first we know that outer things are superficial. They are superficial, they don't help us at all. They only keep us into illusionary world. And then we know that we are multi-dimensional beings. So first we have forgotten, we have dropped it, and then we know that we are multi-dimensional being. And once we realize that, we know that others are also God. Everybody is God. Everything in this creation is the creation of the God, and it's a God in itself. All the minerals, all the mineral kingdom, all the plant kingdom, animals, mountains, stars, moon, sun, everything is all God. So all of you know the story of Prahlada, Kashyap. When Kashyap was tormenting his son because he was always meditating on the Lord Vishnu. And one day he asked Prahlada, can you prove it the God exists? So Prahlada said, God exists in each and every atom of this creation. So Kashyap told, he showed a pillar and he said, can you prove that God is there? And Prahlada very confidently said, yes, God is there also, he is there in everywhere. And once Kashyap broke that with his gada, the Lord came out. Lord Vishnu came out, Narsimha Avtara. So all of you know this story, all of you know this reality. So this is what proves that everything which is existing in this creation is nothing but manifestation of a God, the God itself. So it tells us the God is everywhere. So it is important, friends, to have a direct experience to discover thyself rather than having an intellectual knowledge. Because knowledge doesn't take you beyond a certain limit. Only experience, the experience only makes us evolve. It only takes us closer to the higher truth. The knowledge that doesn't take you to the higher truth. You start knowing yourself only through experiences, and they are all inner experience. There's nothing which is outer. Only when the inner experiences start happening to us, and many of you must have gone through this when you meditate, that, and when you dream, what inner experiences are happening, that this is only creating a change inside us which is everlasting. The changes are everlasting. It is not a change which is temporary. And meditation is the ideal path to experience your true self. That is the ideal path. To understand about who you are, meditation, as Brahmashi Patriji has told us, meditation, meditation, meditation. This is what takes us to our true inner self. It allows us to dive very deeply inside, and we are coming face to face, we are becoming a witness, and you're our inner self. In meditation, we are able to disidentify. What beautiful things happen in meditation is we are able to disidentify with our outer layers, and then we are able to discover our inner world. So, what is happening in meditation? We are witnessing everything in meditation. Everything we are witnessing. We are just an observer, we are a watcher, and we observe everything, whatever is coming. So, friends, that is called Vishnu consciousness. So we are a witness. We are watching everything what is happening. Okay. So that is the first step towards disidentifying with our body reality, our physical reality. We start watching our body itself. We start watching our thoughts. We start watching our emotions. All these things we become a witness. And that is the first process of severing our identification with the our outermost reality. Then next step, what happens? We move to Shiva consciousness. And what is Shiva consciousness? That means we destroy all their false identities. And how do we do that? I mean, all of you in the meditation must be doing that. We detach ourselves from the thoughts. We detach ourselves from the past. We are always living in the present. We don't identify anything which has happened in the past. We don't identify anything which is going to happen in the future. We are always identifying, and we reach a state of nothingness. So that means we are able to destroy and able to disidentify severe with even the subtle level thought which are occurring in our reality. And finally, we move where we are able to discover our inner self, our true self, and we move to Brahma consciousness. And what is that? That is creator. That means at this stage, when we are completely disidentified with our physical reality, with our outer reality, and then we are disidentified with our emotions, our subtle level thoughts, then we are in a position to create a new reality for us. We know that we are what who we are. So that is where we discover our so-called new reality. But we are already that what we are discovering. We are already that what we have discovered. It is just that we now come face to face with what we are. Okay, this is like a sun which rises in the morning. You know the sun exists. Okay, the dark is only temporary, sun never sets. But when we see the sun, it's a new sunrise for us, it's a new atma gyan for us, and we realize our real self. We know now that we are God. We can create our own reality. And when we die deep inside, we discover truth of what? Then what we discover there? Once we drop all this, what we discover? We discover innate kindness. We discover goodness and compassion, which has always been existing there. But till now, it was covered with all the layers of conditioning and belief system and false beliefs and all kinds of things. But once we have dropped that, once we are out of that, we are able to see that light. We are able to implement that, we are able to live that in our life. And all that limited old form drops now. Once we discover this, they all automatically vanishes because we have reached a very high vibratory field of the consciousness. The love, kindness, goodness, gratitude. We are living at a high vibratory field now. There will be nothing inside other than what? There will be nothing inside other than divine light. Other than you, we start experiencing now light because there is nothing which supports those outer beliefs. There is nothing which supports. Once we are into this field, there is nothing which is going to support. We start experiencing a divine light, and this is nothing but light of your pure consciousness. This is awareness of the pure heart. This is where you reach a state of divine essence. This divine essence is expressed as a radiant light all the time inside us. It changes our entire expression. It changes the way we conduct ourselves in the world. It brings us a sense of selflessness. It brings us a, self, a, a feeling of oneness with everything, with every existence, with a flower, with a plant, with the animal, everything looking to us like one on what each and every existence on this planet. So, this is what, friends, you are. This is what I am. And that is what we are divine, we are spiritual being, we are gods. Everybody is God. And it is the pure consciousness. And this happens only when we experience this internally, not just reading or not just listening to somebody. It need to be experienced internally. So now we shall go for a meditation where we shall discover our inner reality. Uh, can I have a co-host thing so I can play the music?
Sir, I have created you the co-host, sir.
You have created already? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's begin, friends. Find a comfortable position. Lock your fingers and cross your legs. And whoever is wearing glasses, please remove. Be at complete ease and loosen up yourself completely. Relax yourself completely. Take 3 long, deep breaths and exhale through your mouth. With each exhalation, all your toxins and worries are going out. Now you are completely relaxed. Bring your attention to your free and natural breath. It's flowing gently and in rhythm. Be aware of the breath moving up and down. Be aware of the movement of your abdomen with each and every breath. As you watch your breath, all other thoughts, worries, and distractions slow down and completely fades away from your mind. Keep watching the breath and let your thoughts come and go. Your breath is fully free, completely free, and you have no control over it. You are just watching everything like a witness. Be a witness to whatever is happening in front of you. All your thoughts are fully gone now. If you still see any thoughts, just observe it and come back to your breath. As thoughts have slowed down, feel, feel your body completely relaxed and relaxed. Keep focusing on your breath with each and every breath you inhale. You are going deeper and deeper. Consciously be aware of your breathing. And every time you inhale, you are getting fresh cosmic energy into you. And every time you exhale, you are releasing the energy no more needed by your body. Observe now how your breath slowing down. Your mind is becoming silent and calm. You are reaching a state of complete relaxation. Be an observer to everything happening inside. You are a watcher. Know thyself as this witness conscious. Know thyself as a soul which is aware and conscious all the time. All the time, it is present in the background, watching everything. Be alert. Observe the breath. Observe the silent space in mind. Be completely still. Feel the stillness. Observe the stillness. Know thyself as the one who is observing this stillness. In this state of consciousness, now feel the sensations of detachment from your body. Watch your body from a distance. Detachment from your mind. Watch your mind as an observer and feel the detachment from your thoughts. You are just an observer, a watcher, watching everything like a witness. Observe any itching or pain and detach. Any emotion, don't get attached to it. Just observe it like a watcher. You are only watching and witnessing. This is the beginning of your journey to know thyself as a divine being, as God. As pure consciousness. Feel the light. Feel the magnificence of this light. And say to yourself, I am the light. Feel the light and say, I am divine. Let this light flow to your entire being, each and every cell of your body. and say to yourself, I am pure. Slowly and slowly bring your attention to your body. Your surroundings and space around you. Feel the space below you. Take 3 long, deep breaths. And whenever you are comfortable, rub your hands and put them on your eyes. You can open your eyes on a count of 3.